So it is Friday night, waiting for my dry-aged steak to rest. With that, I'm going to pair it with a Nicolas Catena Zapata 2009. So pretty sure this is one of their upper echelon, upper tiered wines, and this has got some age. So this is 75% Cab, 25% Merlot. So this is a Bordeaux blend. You say, wait a minute, with Malbec, what do you mean Bordeaux blend? Well, maybe not your typical Bordeaux blend. More Bordeaux blends from the left bank will be Cab and then Merlot, then Cab Franc, then Petit Verdot. Very rarely do you see Malbec, but it is allowed, as is Carmenere. But this is Argentina, so they're trying to do. Last time I had this, I got a younger one, and it absolutely reminded me of Bordeaux. This hasn't been decanting very long, but I think because it's a 2009, and when I popped it, it came out of the glass pretty much like an aged Bordeaux to me. I wouldn't have guessed Argentinian at all on this. And it still smells like aged Bordeaux. I'm going to let it sit in the glass just a little bit more and talk about the first wine that I opened tonight. So this is a Damiani, and this is a 2012 Dry Riesling Davis Vineyard. I'm pretty sure this is the same vineyard that is one of the oldest vineyards in the Finger Lakes. So I opened up a 2017 of this recently, and to be fair, I did not enjoy it. I gave it like a 3 out of 5. I don't think I've given an aged Riesling a 3 out of 5 in a long time. It just had an astringency to it. It hadn't developed quite well. I think that wine would have been better fresh. This, on the other hand, is extremely dry, but as I let it warm up a little bit, because this was in my standard fridge, it showed all the aromas of a developed Riesling. Now, it's not showing its age. This could have even gone more, but it's developed. Fully developed, maybe not quite. I don't mind fully developed. It absolutely has a German Riesling aroma to it, where it's got that petrol. There's absolutely petrol in here. It is coming out like you're at a gas pump. You know, limey, mandarin peel. I'm not getting a lot of the super aged characteristics, but I really like this Riesling. It's still very acidic, very fresh, very young for not being young. So this could have gone longer, but it's a great Riesling and a great start to having some wine tonight. So couple things I bought recently, and I'll start with this bourbon, and this is, I'm switching gears here a little bit. This Larceny had this, the other one. I'm just not a fan of Larceny. It's fine, it's just not great. I'd rather the Woodford double oaked 99, 100 times out of 100 for that. I've been liking these double oaked, so I bought this. So this is Conviction Double Oak 1929 straight bourbon out of, I don't know where this came from. Where is this from? 109 proof. Heard some good reviews. I forget exactly where it's from. Southern Grace Distilleries. Anxious to try it. I think it's retails around 70. So the Woodford Double Reserved is 60, it's approaching 70. So if this is similar or better, well, then I have a new double oaked that I like. It's the Woodford Reserve double oats, the best double oaked I've had, probably one of the best bourbons I've had in the last 10 years, and but that's $200. The other one I bought, and Weller gets a lot of love hate. This is the Weller Antique 107. I've never even had this. Now, I've drank so many bourbons and I've owned so many bourbons, I've just not had this one. This one used to be my house pour when it used to be $25. Weller 12 used to call this the best budget bourbon. Now this bourbon is allocated and is minimum 150. Is it worth 150? Probably not, but I still like it, although it gets a lot of hate. So when I taste it, I'm going to taste it against the Weller 107, against this double oaked, against this one that I loved, this Barrel Bourbon 12 here. This thing's awesome. That's another double oak, but I got an age statement on it. This I bought because some of the tastings I heard about it, it's got an extreme cherry taste up front. I love bourbons that have a certain amount of sweetness to it, not cloyingly sweet, but sweet. Still, it's hard liquor, but with a super heavy cherry presence. Back when I was more involved in bourbon a long time ago and on forums and whatnot, I was in a barrel, straightbourbon.com's barrel pick for Pappy 23. We got barrels of Pappy 23, the number 1, 2, and there was a third one. KBS, I think, Kentucky Bourbon Society. And I had some of each bottling. I won't even talk about how much or little we paid for each bottle way back when. But the cherry on one of them, I don't remember if it was a barrel 1 or 2, was so in your face. Yes, there was a lot of oak, and there was, but it's a 23-year weeder, but that cherry was so amazing. That didn't exist in the other Pappies I had tried, only that specific one, and I've been trying to find that front cherry flavor again. Maybe it's in here, maybe not. This is like $130. I hear you can get it for $90. Probably not worth it. Who knows? We'll see. We shall see. So that's the little bourbon update. Don't know if I'll do a bourbon tasting or anything of that sort, but been getting into a little bit more whiskey. But that sherry, I talked about some whiskey I bought not that long ago. There was a Irish whiskey, sherry oaked. You know, I just think sherry oaked is better for Scotch, and Irish whiskey should just be Irish whiskey. This kind of masked the flavor of why I love Irish, the freshness, the grassiness, the herbal. It was all gone, and the sherry didn't really intermingle well. It was a Napug 15 or 16 year sherry finished, or sherry oaked. It just wasn't great. It just wasn't great. I finished it. It wasn't a dumper, but all right. So this smells like cedar, there's a little bit of scorched earth. Cedar, scorched earth. There's some herbal element, a lavender. There's another. Yeah, it's got a very minerally aroma too. Oh, that's really good. Wow, that has got some length. Wow, that is, what is the alcohol on that? 14. Those tannins are extremely silky. So they've evolved beautifully over all these years. This is like the perfect tannin. It's still there, but extremely silky to remind you with a viscous mouthfeel, but the tannin is so silky, it doesn't just dry your whole mouth out. And the length, I'm still tasting it. This is over a minute finish. Almost pudding-esque. It's like reminding me of a pudding, like a blackberry pudding. It's got a creaminess. It's really good. The herbal is on the palate. The cedar. There's a little bit of leather on the palate. A little bit of tobacco on the palate. All very characteristic of aged Bordeaux, and this has all of that. This has a lot of layers of flavor, and it's extremely long. This is damn good. The aroma caught me a little off guard. I thought it might be a little too herbal, a little too maybe not astringent, but this is a 5 out of 5. This is amazing. Well, if there's any doubt that this is trying to be Bordeaux, it absolutely is being Bordeaux. If that is the goal, it's achieved. Good job, Nicolas, Catena, Zapata. This is amazing. And this is going to go amazing with steak, especially the dry aged. Really great. Really great wine. I think the first one I had too was awesome too. This was just more aged, I think. I don't think the first one I had was as aged, but tremendous. And if you're looking for high quality Bordeaux and you just don't know which one to get, or the cost is too much, I think, I want to say these are $100. I don't know for sure. Yeah, that's a lot of money, obviously, but super high quality. I think for most, I think a younger vintage would be better, because it'll be, I bet you it'll be much more unctuous with the Cabernet and the Malbec. It'll taste more ripe, where these are developed red. This is a developed red wine. There's still a viscosity, a intenseness that is still here, but then it has that cedar, that leather, the tobacco, which isn't maybe for everybody, but if it is, just get one aged of 10 years. This is even longer. All right. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad I opened that. I don't think I wanted that to go any longer. This is its peak, not peak, the end of its peak drinking window to me. Everyone's palate is different. How everybody likes aged wine or aging wine is different. Most wine's consumed hours after it's bought. If you don't, and you lay one of these down or find an aged version, it'll reward you for sure. And I think for this quality in this bottle, I feel like it's similar to $200 Bordeaux's. It's that good. It's that good. I'm sure there's $100 Bordeaux's that taste really good too, of course. But this even has, I feel like even more to offer. Great wine. All right. Have a good night.